Are you the spokesman here? Who's?
Spokesperson, yes.
Can I-
So Jen and I are going to withdraw option 3. That's all right with everybody. And we'd like to have a new option 4, which is exactly the same as option 1. Now that we've had some funding confirmed from James, we're happy to proceed with that. So I'd be happy to move option 1,
Second.
which is the 38 water bodies get notified. We understand the risks, and if everyone else is prepared to accept those risks. We've had James tell us that he's confirmed the funding that can be made available to the groups that need it. It's not all the groups, it's the groups that have those 18 water bodies that need further work, which means we can go with, option 1. So I'm going to move it, Jen's going to second it, and we don't need to talk about it.
Chair, before you I think you should then reveal to the Tangata federal reps where the councillors got to in their absence.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, I'll withdraw that.
No, just hold it.
Essentially is that, Rick. It essentially is that we're going to notify and subject to the work being done afterwards.
proposal.
It's the same proposal,
Same thing, yeah.
same thing.
So how did you get there?
All those in favour?
Brilliant. All those in favour?
Let's not belabor that further here.
Aye.
Against? It is unanimous. Oh,
Yay.
Thank you very much.
team.
Done.
Peace breaks out.
I need to lie down now,
Because
thank
we're
you very
better
much.
off meeting separately.
You would get
There's
it
some
done
value in there
quicker.
for Carl, Tom. Can I have a report on that, please?
Okay. Information items. Hopefully we can get through these quite quickly, Gavin. Are you?
Yeah, because
No, who's doing update on central government policy announcements?
Uppy's got a hairdressing appointment, he needs to leave.
Yeah, Harpy's going to get his hair done. That's right.
Shall we take questions on this, Gavin? Yeah. Okay. Now, I know you've all diligently read your papers, so this is an update on central government policy, and councillors have already had a dissertation on this. So any questions for Gavin on this paper?
Which one, sorry?
Item 10.
I'll move.
Just wait for a second. Any questions there?
This paper got equally short shrift at the last Environment Committee
Yeah, it
meeting,
did.
and therefore, I am putting it on the agenda of the next Environment Committee. Because this is an important piece of work here that tells us what is happening in Wellington that is going to determine our futures here as a regional council and as an RPC. And we need to understand what all is happening and what we need to be prepared for. It's an important paper. We're not going to have the time to have a discussion about it here today, clearly, with now people's minds are elsewhere. But at some point, we need to understand this.
Seems
So
you're
I'm putting
keen
it on
to.
the agenda again a third time, and it'll be the first item on the agenda.
Yeah, it has to be the first.
Mr. Chairman, I move.
Do we have a seconder? Tom.
Second it.
Tom will second. Are there any, do you wish to talk, Alan? No, I bet you don't. And Tom already has.
Read it.
That's my piece.
Already. Anyone else want to comment?
Aye.
Seems to be a mission in terms of the three water stuff that's going on at the moment.
There's an update, wasn't there? Beginning.
They are on a mission. Okay, all those in favour? Aye. Against? Unanimous again. Okay, now item 11, resource management policy update. Is that you? Oh, who's taking us through that? Oh, Sharon again.
Put it in there now.
The paper's self-explanatory, Chair.
Do you wish to, any comment?
There's nothing really to add. Obviously, this gets updated for every RPC
Does.
now, so
Yeah.
all the information you require is in the paper.
Therefore, will you move?
Second.
Peter will second.
What's the mover?
Rick and Peter. Is there any discussion from you two? Paul?
It's not so much a discussion, I just want to I'll have a question. When we do this report next, can we have a list of all the plans we've got and when they're due for review, so that we get an idea? Yep. Not that you're going to start working on any just yet, but
So are you including the ones that we haven't written yet? So not just the ones for review, all the catchment
yeah.
plan changes that we have programmed?
There used to be a diagram,
There was,
a table-y diagram thing.
yes, that used to come out in the RPC annual review
Yes.
report.
Yes.
So
Okay, I'll wait till
Certainly.
then. That's-
Oh, no, I think it's a good thing to have because
that.
visually it means we can actually see.
bearing in mind
Each of us.
that given the changes that we're aware of coming from central government, that there potentially are some things which will be prioritised that potentially we're not aware of. Obviously, this council declared climate emergency just recently, so our program potentially may be flexible in that respect.
And that's fine.
But we can certainly outline that for you.
In that respect, I don't want the big narrative update on the ones that actually aren't sort of in train at the moment. So just a list of the other plans that we've got and when the date they're due for review. So
I think it'll be really helpful because effectively the review date may be compressed massively through the essential freshwater reform, so then you'll be able to look at now and then.
Yep.
Are you talking for the other catchments following behind the Mohaka?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm not sure. I mean, we have to wait to see what the reform package is, but if the timeframes are compressed from 2030 to 2023, then that will require a different approach, which we'll have to come and discuss with this committee about how we're going to do that.
Okay, we have a mover and a seconder. All those in favour?
Aye.
Aye. Against? It is carried. Item 12, statutory advocacy updates. It's you guys again, is it?
It is, and I would probably highlight that the only sort of recent change on that, which you may not have picked up in May, is that we've got the Central Hawke's Bay District Plan Review. It's sort of the newest addition to this table, but that was there, and I think that was in the last one as well.
Right. Are there any questions?
Do we, on the clearing of 248 hectares of Manuka, do we have any inclination of how the WDC, what their position is on that?
No, we can follow that up for you.
Do we have a mover?
Yes, thank you.
Dora? Seconder? Wish to speak? The other speakers? All those in favour? Aye. Against? It's carried. We had no discussions on...
Yeah. I think it was settled about late payments, late
Yeah.
mail.
Yeah. That was actually a notice, really. So, thank you very much, Penny. It's the end of our meeting. We'll close our meeting for. I think it's been a bit of a journey. Wonderful.
It's been quite a different day today.
It's a Wednesday, not a Tuesday.
But just reflecting on some of the analogies about the size of rats to be swallowed, about the fact that we can sit in separate rooms but somehow arrive at the same...
They must have more separate rooms, I think.
I think there's something about the tone and the discussion, whether it was because kaue whakaiti te tangata, don't dispel one another, or there's something about the tone of the discussion that has happened today that's seriously worth bottling for future RPCs. So, ko tāku e mihi ki tēnā o koutou. E nā koutou e kapohia I ēnei ngā whakaaro, kia kotahi mai, ke whakaitea ki tēnei rārangi kōrero kei mua rā I te rangi. Thank you for your robustness and rigour in terms of deriving the trilogy, I think, as Tom has referenced it today. So we'll finish with this karakia. And just a reminder, Chair, that for those elected councillors, you still need to meet with strategic pay It's an
We
important,
just sit here, we just wait.
it's an important discussion to be concluded around remuneration.
I mua o tō karakia, ko te lei te hui whakamuti mo tēnei.
Ka tika tēnā, ka huri mai au ki a koira e te tuene, e Jenny. Nā unei e noho nei, kai runga ki tēnā te tūru mā, te whānui, te taitaitanga o tamatea. A hoi anō ko tāku e mihi ki a koe. Me ki ra ka hipa atu koe ki tētahi atu ngā tūranga kai runga e te papa atawhai, a kai reira koe. Me ki ra te tūmana ko te whakaaro kia tautoko mai i tō nohunga me ki ra ngā whānuitanga. Kaue whakaarohia. Kia kore mai o kanahu me ki ra ngā mahi, ngā hua nau kia taka mai kai runga ki tēnei te kaunihira. E ori te mai e tahi ngā mahi kia kōru mai rā tāua kai runga i tō tūranga hau. Mo reira, mā te atua e manaaki mai i a koe. Kai runga i tō nohunga, me ki rā tai atu rā ki ngā hua kia puta mai me ki rā i te katoa e noho nei. Mo reira tēnei te mihi. Just acknowledging Jenny's move to her new role and Department of Conservation as a manager in that role, and wishing her on behalf of that she should not consider that the mahi that she is going to do there is not separate from some of the outcomes that we seek even in this forum. And in particular, it'll be with, there'll be some closeness with Ian Maxwell and our integrated catchment management team. Nō reira, ko te toko mai i a koe. Now, karakia, for those of you, and I know you'll remember it all because it was up on the screen before this morning. So join with me, follow with me. We'll finish with the karakia that we started this morning in Māori and in English. Pakataka te hau ki te uru, pakataka te hau ki te tonga. Kia mā kina kiuta, kia mā taratara ki tai, e hi ake ana te atakura, he teo, he huka, he hauhu, tihei, Māori ora. Cease the winds from the west, cease the winds from the south, coming off the land, coming off the sea.
Mountain tip.
Touch of frost, a touch of sleet,
about
the
the
glory
red-tipped
of a red-tipped dawn. Whew. You've got to stay in the Māori sector. And safe travels when you depart from here. Kia tai mai rā koutou ki te tuaha, ki te tatau, o te koutou. May you arrive safely at your next destination.
I was in glorious days.
Congratulations.